what's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing The Rock's Brahma Bull Championship Replica. So here we are, and there it is, and let's just get right down to it. As always, these replica belts come in a nice protective slip cover here. You can see the Brahma Bull raising the people's eyebrow. The Rock Brahma Bull Championship Replica. And you can see here you get some nice designs here, which I'm assuming are Samoan designs. And it looks quite nice, also done in gold. But let's flip this over. Let's open it up, and let's take a look at the belt. Now, there are many protective layers in this case. You have the plastic, you have some tissue paper, and you also have some little bit of like styrofoam in here to further protect the belt from any scratches or scuffs. But yeah, let's get this bad boy out and take a look at this, because this is truly electrifying. But also, you get a little bit of plastic here to protect the female snap box. We'll just take that off. And here it is. Here we have the Brahma Bull belt. And this thing is gorgeous. I love this belt. This is beautiful. Beautiful, in my opinion. So, the story behind this belt is, obviously, this belt was made for The Rock. And this was supposed to be his answer to the Smoking Skull belts. And, the funny thing about this belt is that this belt was never seen on TV. This belt never made it to TV. Now, the rumor for the longest time was that the belt got lost in the mail before it could make it to TV, but later on, The Rock basically, let it be known that no, that wasn't the case. They just decided to go a different direction creatively, and that's why this belt was never seen on TV in front of a crowd, and it was just put away. And there were always pictures of the belt, so we knew it existed, but it was never seen in front of an audience. But all these years later, WWE decided to make a replica available, I know words, available for sale, and I had to have it because I just think this belt is gorgeous. So let's get in close here so we can take a look at the details. As you can see on the main plate, you got the big old Brahma Bull there. It's looking amazing, again, raising the people's eyebrow. And you got the eyes done in red for the lightning bolts. And of course you have the WWE scratch logo, World Wrestling Entertainment. And you got a nice little like rope design going around the border here. Lots of simulated gemstones going around the perimeter as well. And of course you have Champion right there in big bold letters. But really nicely done. Main plate. You can see the bull itself is, it does pop. Is three-dimensional there, so very nicely done. And you have these side plates here, which say, The Rock, the symbol of greatness. Yes, and again, you got the Brahma Bull there. The eyes done with simulated red gems. You get the lightning bolts going on there. And you also have this plate here, which says The Rock with the lightning bolts behind it. And then you have the property plate here. And of course, you have your female snap box, and you have your male snap box. Another cool thing about this belt is that the tooling, as you can see, is little Brahma Bull's little bull logo, which is really cool. Very, very cool. Really nicely done. And if we flip it around, the back of the belt is also very nice. The back of the belt is done in like a suede. It's very soft. Like, it's so nice. You can see, of course, all the official mumbo jumbo there, warning, choking hazard, all that stuff, the authentic sticker. And of course you can see all the screws holding everything in place. But yeah, even the back of the belt is really, really nice. So let's just set this down. Let me get my notes here. So now we can go over the measurements. So the strap from end to end is 50.5 inches. This will fit up to a 46-inch waist. The main plate is 12 inches by 9.5 inches. The total plate thickness is 20 millimeters, so this is a very thick plate. The Rock side plate here, the symbol of greatness plate, is 3 3/4 inches by 5 inches. These are also 5 millimeter thick plates. The little Rock plate here, the plate number 2, is 2 3/4 inches by 4 inches, also 5 millimeters in thickness. And the property plate here is 2 3/4 inches by 2 inches, and also 5 millimeters in thickness. So there are all your measurements. And without further ado, let's show off how this looks over the shoulder and around the waist. So let's get down to it. Alright, so here we are, and let's get down to business. Now, first off, as far as the strap goes, flexibility-wise, the strap is pretty good. And as you can see also, the center plate does have a nice curve to it, so it does contour around the waist very nicely, very comfortably. So over the shoulder, the belt just lays there. This belt is heavy too, by the way. This is a heavy replica. And yeah, it just lays very nicely, very comfortably. You can see it lays almost as it should, really. And yeah, it just looks good over the shoulder. But now let's put it around the waist and see how that looks. And as always, to run down my stats, 5'10", 160 pounds. So I'm a pretty average sized dude. Get that snapped in. Give it a turn. And there you go. There you have the belt around the waist. And again, you know, the nice curve to it just fits comfortably around the waist. And I'll give you the turnaround. There you go. And there is the Brahma Bull Championship belt. Honestly, I think it really sucks that this belt was never used on TV, because I think this would have worked perfectly for The Rock at that time. You know, The Rock being just the super arrogant heel that he was. Why wouldn't he have his own custom belt? You know, as the plate says, the symbol of greatness. Why would he not have his own symbol of greatness once he became champion? You know, that would just, I felt like it would have added just a layer to his character and to the storytelling. And that's how I feel about custom belts in general. Somebody in the comment section of the Fiend belt said that, you know, they kind of think that, you know, having custom titles cheapens it, and they don't really like it. They don't like the gimmicks. And I totally disagree with that. I think custom belts, anytime a custom belt has been brought out, it has fit that character and it has fit the story perfectly, and it just adds that extra layer to the character and to the story that's being told. So I don't think it cheapens anything. If anything, I think it adds a layer to everything. But that's just my personal opinion. And that's one reason why I am so disappointed that this belt never saw TV, because this would have fit The Rock's persona perfectly and the story that was being told at the time perfectly. And that's why I feel about custom belts in general. Now, I don't feel like every superstar should get a custom title when they win one. No, that's definitely not. But on the occasion when it has been busted out, it works perfectly in my opinion, because as I said, it just adds that extra little layer to the character and to the storytelling, and to me it just kind of makes the experience a little bit more memorable. But as always, that is just my opinion. But as far as this belt goes, I think this belt is gorgeous. I love this belt. I think it's just a beautiful looking belt, just really well made, very hefty. This thing, like I said, this thing is heavy. A very, very well done replica for what is really a very obscure belt. So I am very, very pleased with it. So I got this belt from shopwwe.com. As always, there'll be a link in the description down below. And if you want to see my other belt reviews, as always, there is a playlist in the description down below, so you can check that out. And of course, Twitter, all that good stuff, again, in the description down below, so you can check it out at your leisure. And there you go. There's the Brahma Bull Championship belt, the most electrifying belts in all the sports entertainment. And this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old. You grow old because you stop playing. Be geek. Be proud. Palm in your face.